Yes, it is.
How many 3Vs do you have, Seth?
I don't know.
You probably have like what, 3, 4-ish?
No.
Maybe 5?
Hits.
More or less?
No, probably 2 or 3.
Which
2 or
is
3?
like a 3-lane map.
I know for sure in AW you had
with
them.
2 snipers, and Pit's pretty much the same thing. 3-lane map, 2 snipes.
Chat, let me know the volume.
Into the rotation.
How's it sound?
You got Team Slayer on Pit and CTF, and then Argyle is just CTF, but it's a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a lot of fun playing those maps.
Good? Hell yeah.
Season 2, they
Let's
had
fucking
some
go.
weapon tunings. The plasma pistol got upgraded. The tracking on it's better. The commando got upgraded. And the most notable one going into Charlotte was the red rack update.
When you pick up a weapon off of a weapon rack, there's a little bar above it.
The red
used
rack?
to be like a blue bar.
Or like the
where,
red
If you
sack?
picked up a weapon, it would automatically start respawning. So they changed it to where when you pick up a weapon off the weapon pad, it just turns red until that weapon is done or like dropped and despawned.
So you can't have like multiple sandbox weapons on the map anymore.
And that helps a lot for competitive play. It's very small, but it becomes very impactful over the longer course of a match. Especially with games that go really long, it can just get really saturated, and everyone's using plasma pistols, everyone's using commandos, shock rifles, like I said before. So now
That's literally
it's
me.
a little bit more tempered, there's a bit more BR play going on, and I think that's definitely brought it back a bit. There's still more tunings that realistically should happen, I would say, for the greater health of comp play, but we're in a pretty solid spot.
That boy's got posture.
Yeah, so
He's got good posture.
Every
I'm
single
jealous.
team changed except the old C9, which is the new SSG now, and our team.
Lethal stayed on Sen, United kind of imploded, and they found themselves, at least King Nick and Spartan are on that team, and then picked up Collect as kind of like the new talent.
Native White is Barcode, Miquin, Gilkey, and Tapping Buttons, which is like a really weird team. It's 2 of the best
you guys are fucked up, man.
for Mexico and Tapping Buttons, and then Barcode from Australia, and then Miquin coming
Move
off
mouse,
of like
I don't know where to put it, so we don't get this.
Playing, and then Gilkey
we don't
just
get the
being
bar.
Gilkey, so.
And then G1 is a new squad.
Boo stayed on, picked up a whole bunch of
crazy is they didn't
players.
let
I think
Miquin
Suspector
play.
was on United, so then he went to G1, and
Shopify Rebellion is a new squad. Who else? Complexity, Cloud9. Not the old Cloud9, but there's a new
Under,
Cloud9
I put it
now.
under.
Yeah, so definitely the most significant roster change was the one that the old Sentinels and now the new FaZe made.
dropped the entire roster besides Renegade, stayed on, picked up 3/4 of Sentinels and Snakefight.
Yeah, this
Broke
team
through
is
roster.
scary,
Which is
bro.
probably the biggest team change that we've seen in Halo in a long time.
Guys, I don't think we
which
can get rid of the bar.
obviously
I'm not gonna
makes
lie.
a very scary team on paper. They're some of the biggest names in Halo, and
They tried to make that move last year. I think that's why like C9 imploded, and that's why he left C9. He was trying to make that roster happen. So finally got the roster he wanted, and it's a really powerhouse team. So
Sab was on G2, Falcade was on FaZe. Everyone just kind of went everywhere. It was a big explosion of roster changes, and it took a long time for people to
Oh my
lock
god, you
things
guys are
in,
fucking
but
geniuses.
And it's been honestly a lot of fun playing the new teams, so it's been good.
That
a lot of
FaZe
teams
team
make
is
sense.
scary, bro.
Competition's still very high, and yeah, matches are pretty good.
What was a mini dynasty towards the end of the year, and they look to continue that on to an actual dynasty in this year too, but they're going to have to deal with all the teams that have formed talent.
Argyle,
to try
this
and take
map
them down.
is
This the first
fucking.
time these two teams are playing.
It's something.
And the reason that
It's
this FaZe
something.
roster has made the change
Say
is
that.
specifically because OpTic Gaming has been a problem for them.
People were just saying that, it's a new God Squad. Because Renegade's obviously had success on his own without Snakebite, World 2, and Frosty. Pretty much beating those 3 for the last couple of years. And, when that team formed, everyone thought they were pretty much never going to lose ever, especially leading up to the first online qualifiers in the SSG tournament. They were looking great.
We're seeing our Halo World Champions against some of their biggest rivals over the last 5 years.
Oh my god, horrible.
In that of FaZe.
4 seconds, an overkill from Renegade is gonna do it. FaZe have created the upset.
We
They
went
take
down 2-0 to FaZe at the
world
tournament.
champs.
And then
thought we were
after
fucked. I
that,
can't lie.
There was 2 Charlotte qualifiers.
I lost the faith for a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your grand final.
Is that a lump?
Take it to the streets, and we're gonna find out if the
Dude, they looked good.
will reign supreme, or will FaZe Clan be able to phase right through them?
We showed up just like any other team. Everyone's kind of out of practice. FaZe is definitely the #1 in terms of like putting in a lot of effort. They have a lot of firepower, so they're like the team to make sure that we're always gunning for.
The last qualifier, we ended up taking them to Game 5. We're playing them very, very well. The more we got to play them.
Here we go.
Guys, game number 5 in the grand finals. This is a must-win for each team.
The 4-man. Yeah, the 4-man play.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, this was trolly, dude.
We're having a dance party. Tony, you didn't get the memo? What's going on here?
Yeah, so there was 2 times on on one of the live fire games that we ended up making the play call to kind of all just stay put and kind of bunker down in the same location, and it worked pretty well the first time.
And it looks like they're going to crouch walk.
There it is.
All the way
is
toward
so
the bottom
trolly.
mid side. FaZe have successfully been
like
able to
this is
collapse
really
onto the
trolly.
A side of the map, but OpTic can now flip the
feel like this
entire
is
map
dog-like,
on them.
So in those situations, in those games, there comes a point where like your normal state of play is just like it didn't work out or hasn't been working out, and you know that you're in a weird spot. So our gamble was to just try to 4-man and catch somebody off guard, which we almost did.
33-36.
I mean, yeah, if this doesn't work, you just look dumb.
As it is Valentine's Day.
Cause you're just like you're just cornering yourself.
Read OpTic's playbook. That was right in there. Crouch bottom mid and walk across the entire map. But did they account for the double kill coming out of Snakebite? The 4 down now coming
I saw
out
this
of
and I was like,
whatever this plan is, they need to toss it immediately, rip this page out, burn it, eat it, get it out.
We pretty much played too predictable in doing it the second time,
like,
and then they still had literally everything, and it just came crashing down in on us.
Yeah, they ended up inching out game 5 by 1 kill the last qualifier we played them. So we knew it was going to be a battle with them all year.
And we got second in both of those, which was like kind of uncharacteristic of us. We usually dominate the online space, so
My God.
it definitely like
Formal the
made
onliner?
us, realize that the FaZe team was going to be the real deal. And
I'm
we
just
knew
kidding.
that it
He's
was
so
gonna take,
icy.
all
He's
this
so
to beat
typical.
them,
Holy
so.
shit.
And going into Charlotte as well. They're going to be probably our toughest competition, for sure.
Yeah, H4F, 100%.
I'm ready for it. You know, online qualifiers are one thing, but now it's
Dude, I'm not wearing my
really
OG
matters.
chain
Now
today,
it's
bro. I
just
fucked
on
up.
plan, no excuses. Get out there and do the thing.
I'm ready. It's time.
Wow, I would not want to spawn in against that bunch right there. Tell you that. Cringe? What? Dude. I swear, some of the shit y'all say cringe for is just... It's insane. That went hard as hell.
But before we do that, we have to honor our world champions of season 1. Show some love to your 2022 world champions.
Damn, loosen in the shorts, them big ass calves.
New stories ahead of us here as OpTic looks to defend their title. FaZe, of course, the biggest threat to the throne, and we have a treat here. Just after OpTic get their rings, they have to play right away on the main stage against a brand new Sentinels roster.
But Lethal still has some work to do. Collect picks up 1 though. Now the flank from Lethal could be devastating to OpTic's chances of pushing this flag back towards.
This series was a little scrappy, wasn't it? If I remember.
Strike first in our game number 1 here, and by doing so, he's such a distraction. The flag is moving, and Sentinels can take this one home. But the
I think they win first map. Sentinels.
They just need to run this one home. Spawn will do so.
Yeah, they do.
Sentinels take home game number 1.
Yeah, we just got off our ring ceremony, so like we were reminded that we were like world champions. They ended up actually beating us in the game 1, but I didn't really think too much of it.
I mean, you just get your rings. Like, I'm on that stage, like, go on.
15 kill swing, 20 kill swing, but you're not out of the game. You have to keep that in mind.
Wow, look at that confidence from Formal aimed up as well. It's 25-8, and OpTic Gaming is back here on the main stage. This is a commanding victory.
Asked about Formal coming to this event, certainly starting to be answered. There's one. There's
Okay, Formal.
Formal's back, baby. How do you get back into the series after a crushing defeat like we just saw in Imperium?
This is the home stretch for OpTic Gaming. Another huge lead. It's 216-28.
Desperate play coming in from Sentinels onto B, but there's the
And they
reset
bounce
coming in
back
from
strong.
Trippy. APG's rotation.
Little 2 wins.
The qualifier as well. This man is playing fantastic objective play.
Does this go game 5? I don't remember.
Oh boy, that needed to be a finish for Collect. He needed to capitalize on the damage for Spartan.
These Rockets, this could be the game. This could be the series going into their hands. Trippy, once again, with the
No, they want to hear
a little bit of work. Collect, He'll be dealt with as well. Trippy clearing the way here for OpTic Gaming. They close out the series
Sure.
at 3-1, and the world champions look strong.
Dude, chat, should we go to the Halo events and watch party them? We've kind of been like up in the air about it if we should do that. Because obviously with COD, it's a lot of watch party. Like, we've been asked for HCS to do the Halo events as well. We have the opportunity
to have like a good warm match like that at first, like a good team.
We have the opportunity
instead
to.
of playing, you know, like someone that we would just run through. So it was a good test, and it was good to set the tone for the whole event.
Oh, dude, I've seen all yes. Holy shit. Because obviously we did the watch party in Seattle at their Worlds where they ended up winning.
This is on the rocks with APG. On the rocks. See, we have my Halo World Championship 2022 championship ring. You see here is custom made. We have my name.
Events only, yeah. Events only.
Gamer tag, trophy, and then Halo Championship Series.
Wait,
then,
those rings go fucking hard, bro.
OpTic Gaming in the front. Then Halo World Championship. Very sentimental piece. You know, worked very hard with it, or for it with my team. So I'm hoping to get another one. On the rocks with APG.
That shit goes hard, bro. Zin, they're saying they want us to go to the HCS events and watch party.
OpTic Gaming versus Quadrant. Sorry to keep you guys
we'll be there.
We're going right into it.
They're begging for it almost.
Down early. OpTic Gaming able to strike first.
Yeah, OpTic with that 1-0 lead. Quadrant, like we mentioned earlier, might be reeling a little bit after that Game 5 loss. Heavy loss, almost a steak-tacular between Sentinels and Quadrant. Now Quadrant, the task doesn't get any easier as they're up against the Goliath in Halo. OpTic Gaming with 75% on this hill, looking to go up 2-0.
Yeah, honestly, I was not expecting Quadrant to play as good as they did with their sub to Foxy.
Stop the bleeding here, as OpTic Gaming might just bleed out and send us to a Game 5.
Bro, chat, actually,
played the most convincing
right after the major, I think there's a Halo event.
That's the world champions, and they just did that too.
Yeah, I mean,
think next weekend.
Definitely caught us off guard. They took us to
So we'd be going from the major
and
into a Halo event.
Probably like we choked the game 2. That's whatever.
Which
but
would be
game
kind of
4,
insane.
Like, we got like 50-point club on strongholds, which was like really like weird. They just kind of played it perfect, and like we were just playing really bad in that. So going into game 5, we'd
be
like,
fucking
really lock in.
Be traveling.
Instead, looking quite strong. 6-1 is the lead. APG with the few remains of that camo as his body turns to remains as he goes down. But it's OpTic with an 8-2 lead, up 6. Quadrant have the lead. Quadrant have the lead. They're up 1. This is unbelievable. I just got chills witnessing this.
Oh yeah, this got hairy. I remember this. This got a little hairy.
Is continuing to wreak havoc on the side of Quadrant.
But it's pool play, no, it's pool play. You know.
But surviving the game 5
Pool play is
OpTic Gaming as they push forward. SLG falls.
See, they don't even give a fuck. They're like, ah. Next.
Yeah, I honestly wasn't expecting to take them to a Game 5. I thought we would have, 3-0'd or 3-1'd them. And yeah, I mean, you can never take European teams too slightly because they've gotten so much better. And Legend and Snipe Drone on that team, like, I think they're probably the 2 best European Halo players right now.
Good guess.
So yeah, it doesn't surprise me. They were like
Chill,
a really,
Team
really
Quadrant's in here?
There's too
Oh,
many
my
times
bad.
where, like, we also
I mean,
have,
they've, like,
I think what
they're going
more so
hard
is
and
important
shit.
is that we are still playing our lives relatively pretty good with weapons. Everyone else is still, like, almost doing too much at times, expecting help, and then, like, 1 or 2 of us dies, and then if we're not trading out, it's like a 4v2, 4v1 against, like, a guy with a stalker.
Yeah,
or a guy
they're
with a bulldog.
fucking...
We did that to ourselves a few times whenever we lost one.
It was very interesting, to say the least. I mean, I think we were playing pretty well. I just think we could play better. I would say is like the fundamental thing, but still not a bad day to start. Working out the little kinks and moving on to tomorrow. Get it going.
All right, here we go. OpTic Gaming versus Cloud9.
Yeah.
Right back at it. Why isn't this live? That's a good question.
Poor B got handled. Poor B was handled, folks.
We ended up closing that out 3-0.
Lucid, the alpha version of you? Dude, what am I, why am I catching this
Saturday
disrespect right
for
now?
us. It was a really, really good momentum to start the day.
This is
Well,
insane.
here we go. OpTic Gaming versus Shopify Rebellion. Ryan Noob and the crew have a lot of work ahead of them.
This is Champ Bracket. Pool play is over. Now the real tournament begins.
Foundations for this OpTic team. They just came off a World Championship victory, but it has to be frustrating for them, right? Because all the conversation is about this new FaZe superstar team, how Space Station's looking great with Bound. No one's really been talking about this OpTic Gaming roster being as dominant as they were before, and now Shopify Rebellion is starting to poke holes. It's game one.
Poke holes like Swiss cheese.
Gaming. That's the easiest flag run back you'll ever see.
OpTic Gaming.
Lucid is Scump with wrist.
Here as Lucid looks to push it through the tunnels with that heat wave. Lands the repulsor killing spree. Lucid
I have a fiance.
Ooh, almost spotting Ryan, who gets the lands the body, cleans up with the headshot. Despite the buff on the accuracy from the
My res is
sniper,
it's gone. It's depleted.
Land those bodies. They're gonna be a headshot overkill for Lucid. No.
Respawn screen. OpTic Gaming take it 3-1.
Is Trippy in the chat? What's up, you fucking beast? Bro, I'd go hard as hell to have like Trippy on the watch party if we do end up going to the Halo events or like the Halo boys.
Really good against them, pretty much closing it out perfectly, and yeah, it was a good round one for us.
Hold on, let me VIP. How are you not VIP'd, bro? That is a fucking crime.
Aquarius.
It's a crime.
Yeah, I mean, either way, Aquarius has always been like, that's a map for us that we've struggled with still.
Some teams, I'd say,
But you're not
last season,
subbed,
they
which also is like kind of a
were
crime.
just ending the season together because they had to. I wouldn't say like they necessarily wanted to be on those teams that they were. I think that
all
now
good,
this
though.
season, everybody's
APG
on
has
the
that fit
roster
on.
that they
He
want to
put
be
that
on.
shit
Everybody's
on.
going a lot
Yo,
more,
Brad's
a lot
cloudy,
harder
bro. I was
than
just
last
talking
season,
about it.
I would say in particular.
Look at
Even
$1
though it was
million.
like
How
towards the
you
end of the
doing?
season, most money and whatnot, I still think like
Smoking a
there's a
cigarette,
certain
chilling.
there's like a factor in there where you don't want to be on that team. You obviously aren't going to perform your best. You're just trying to get it done and just move on to the next. So
am I subbed to
there's
Trippy?
like everybody's team with either their friends.
Yeah,
or
he
their
kind of looks
people
like
they
OBJ.
actually
He's always got the fits on.
So I think there's just
He
higher
kinda looks like
competition,
OBJ.
you said, definitely.
Maybe some of these teams
Like,
have found
Odell?
some holes,
Chill,
found
hop
some
off.
gaps that maybe
Yeah,
we
it
didn't
kinda
see
looks like
before,
Odell a
we didn't
little
see
bit.
last year.
How's
Maybe
that?
it's time for G1 to exploit some of those weaknesses.
Shields up, weapons hot, we're underway.
I really do want to see OpTic Gaming just take this game by the scruff of the neck, show G1 what they're made of, show
This
the rest of
G1
the
team is
tournament
a
what
solid
they're
squad as
capable
well.
of.
Falcated steps in, but it's too little too late. And APG ensures OpTic Gaming take game one.
We all have our moments with the snipes, but no, I definitely say Tommy's like definitely the more like consistent one, 100%.
And Lucid's got
Damn,
the
that's a
sniper
teammate right there.
Oh, and he's already cooking. Is he grabbing that overshield to grab the rockets? Is he
Saying
still slowed down a little bit?
that he's got the snipe.
G1 and didn't get the better of it. Right now, 61 to OpTic. Oh, 47 to G1.
3-0, I mean, handled.
Every member of OpTic Gaming is comfortable with a sniper rifle in their hands, and that really bodes well for a season where we have more maps that have snipers on them, double snipers as well.
The Shopify series really helped us, like, you know, turning it up a notch, and so we going into the G1 series, like, we know what we're playing for, and like I said, we know we got to get better every series to get to the point we want, so we're just grinding the shit out, and we had a great series against them, if I remember. So that's like the exact series that we needed going into Sunday to like give us that boost, like, all right, we're back to normal form again, you feel me?
I feel you, Bradley.
I feel like I'm watching a Disney film. Shout out Shaw.
Yeah, this is great. This is incredible.
Good work. Great
Now,
production.
one thing we can speak about is OpTic obviously won the last two majors of last year.
Oh, they got the baby blues on? No way they're losing today. No way.
Is it a case
They got the baby blues.
They could get a little bit complacent here, and perhaps they're not as hungry as they
The
were
championship
last year.
whites, the baby blues. No way.
But the time for talk is over. The match that we have been waiting for, that everybody here has been waiting for, is about to kick off. It's OpTic, the green wall, going up against a new-looking FaZe lineup.
Yeah, this got hairy.
This is going to be a war all season long
Very
between
hairy.
these two teams, but this is the first battle. Question is, who's going to land the first blow? All of OpTic are trapped at the moment, and Renegade wants to end it here. He
Oh,
wants
Brad
to end
is
it
locked.
now,
Look at Brad,
and he
bro.
will. FaZe go 2 up.
Is FaZe always want to push. Yeah. They always want to make a play. And OpTic are letting it happen at the moment.
They are. They let Frosty grab that camo from Grapple. Of course, they had
I think that the experiences that we have gone through as a team have molded us into a championship team, like a real championship team that you can never count out. Like, I think that people should start, knock on wood 3 times, I think that people should start looking at us as how they did at CLG/Talk/the FaZe team back in 2016, when they were showing this resiliency, being able to come back and best, like when they're down 0-2 or down in losers bracket, coming back to win the tournament, like stuff like that. Like we are learning. When we are down 0-2, like when we lost that first series against Cloud9 at Worlds, we learned from it. We learned we're not out of this shit until we're actually out of it. So we cannot give up. Don't ever roll over. Don't ever, like, the game's not done until that motherfucker says defeat.
We talked about how OpTic Gaming responds.
Yeah, beat
to
shit
moments like
mentality.
this.
I love
Brad.
I love him. I love him.
Time and time again on the main
Love
stage,
that
we
guy.
have seen them in situations like this, and they can find a way to pull out the victory.
That's a 17-year vet.
Yeah, he's been doing it for a while.
FaZe will go on 3-2.
OpTic Gaming needs to tie the game. They've only got 56 seconds to do so. Trippy's still alive, but so much time for OpTic. Here comes APG with the OS.
Trippy bought too much time. Trippy bought all the time, and APG says, thank you, Trippy. I move in, and I tie this game up.
Are you kidding me? APG says a lot. Can APG wrap on C? That's the question. Lucid
The comeback.
Lucid with an unbelievable
You feel it?
With 2 dead for FaZe, this should be OpTic Gaming.
Frosty, he gets taken down, and OpTic still in this series. Still in this fight. It's 2-0 to FaZe. This has been nothing short of an electric start from them. We've got 4 minutes to find it. Frosty will be dealt with here by Trippy. A little bit of flank coming in from Renegade.
Oh, yeah. The tides are turning.
Goes in. Back-to-back 4 deads for OpTic Gaming.
It must have been so dope to be here in person for this. My
A lot
God.
of responsibility with the snipe.
Oh, my God.
APG wins it for OpTic.
My God, once again, this whole series
It starts to flip. You see it just like that.
Absolute tug of war.
It starts
We're gonna take
flipping.
damage on the quarries, especially. If you're gonna challenge something to get one shot, just know that like that's gonna cause them to push.
Those boots. Look at this.
This was dominance. I remember this map was fucking dominance. I feel like I'm watching the Avengers right now with the music. Bro, this sounds like the fucking Avengers. I can't lie.
Yeah, well, this is insane.
This is insane.
It feels inevitable. 9 kills to go for OpTic. 49, 1 kill to go for OpTic.
I feel like Captain America's about to fucking throw that shield. I get it in the face.
All kinds of ice, all kinds of composure. Books them their ticket to the grand final.
You just gotta like give props where it's due sometimes. Like they went at 2-0, they were playing really good. And they were playing really good in all the rest of the
Is
games.
this
too. We just
Shawston or
ended up just clutching
Scorsese?
up. We had just great composure, and I think they just kind of like lost full, so yeah, got the reverse sweep.
That's exactly what we needed. It's a big step up.
Yeah.
From what we playing.
That is a nice thing.
That was by far the best that we played in a long time.
Well, just that Aquarius Slayer. No matter the team, we've had like a little bit of struggles, but like that's how we have to play it every single time.
Yeah.
Reverse sweeping them probably felt
So glad I hit a
euphoric.
snipe on Snakebite got rockets. I think we got Ovi. Like, okay, they got rocks.
That was big.
Dude, he's just standing like in the middle of the hallway. Oh, so glad I hit that shot.
Dude, what a Chad. What a fucking Giga Chad, bro.
If you beat FaZe in the winners bracket, you know you're probably going to see them again, 100%, because you know that they're exactly how, like I'm saying, they're that team that has that factor. They've learned. They've been together for shit. 3 of them have been together since 2015 now, so that's a long ass time. So they know, they know what to say to each other to get each other a lock in. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to go through experiences as a team to get there. So like they will learn from that. We will learn from that. So.
No, it didn't.
No, it didn't. We've jumped the gun. Now it flag gets sent home, and FaZe will be going to the grand
Dude,
final.
this is insane.
They will fall in 3rd place. It's now the time for FaZe Clan to show up and to get their rematch against OpTic Gaming.
So it's gonna be a good series. Let's close it out.
All right, man. Safe travels.
Make it as hard as possible. Every single kill. Don't let these guys get in their flow.
No
Remember, we talked
freebies.
about it already. There's a couple states to play. Like these guys are going to be throwing. again, they have a couple ways they play it. Like, they're trying to just rush us with power weapons. If we're just feeding into it, playing for solo kills, they're probably going to win that fight. Remember, just use our numbers, keep track of their flanks. Like, we know how these guys play. We just fuck them up. Just keep reminding them of that from the get-go. That's all we got to do.
It's a Sunday night here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and that can only mean one thing. It's time for us to get into a grand finals on Set and Bravo, with again the pleasure and the privilege of calling the action.
That
here.
dude low-key is the better looking Scump. I'm not going to allow it for much longer.
When we were building into this season,
Get it out.
this tournament itself, and now it's just a
Because in a little bit, it's going to start getting shut down. This is
We waited
fucking
4 months for this matchup, and
insane.
FaZe waited 4 months for their chance to take down OpTic Gaming and try to dethrone them. And let's not forget, they were essentially just a flag or two away, and 8 or so minutes away from 3-0ing OpTic Gaming earlier today. However, OpTic Gaming, in true Greenwall fashion, they rally back, and they reverse sweep FaZe Clan to send FaZe to the elimination bracket.
Wow, what a guy, Bravo.
What would be the grand final
What a
we
guy.
find ourselves with here in Charlotte.
Yeah, this was like the full-blown like script that everyone wanted, just with the rivalry that we have with them, especially in the online qualifiers and the SSG tournament. We were pretty much we always met up in finals, as us and them, us and FaZe. And honestly, I wanted it too. I think playing FaZe in finals is like it's like the highest Halo competitively that you can play.
Make some noise for OpTic Gaming and FaZe Clan. Our grand finals is live. This is another triple cap now in the hands of OpTic.
Absolutely destroying with the heat wave.
Trippy loves this weapon. Hating FaZe, they're going to be able to flip B. What on earth did I just see him do? Not enough. FaZe Clan close things out. They're changing that up.
Dude, watching this live was a treat. What a series, bro.
MLG comebacks of all time.
The pulse, that was sick. I remember when that did that. That was fucking sick. That actually got me hard.
Because OpTic clean up FaZe. Look at the difference in this game, Andy. It's become extremely scrappy.
Trippy blowing the game
Not
open with that
talking
kill.
Ernie.
Nice little grapple as well here. At game is tied right around the 55 mark. Let's
You guys stop it. Good shit, Joey. Good shit, Joey. Get out.
That was sick.
He breaks in. OpTic break in as well. And even though FaZe went into a lead, OpTic have the hold.
That's 2 dead for FaZe still. This could be the final hold here. Lucy just has to hold gold.
Frosty's the only player forward at the moment. He has to break in, and he has to break in now. The nades rain down. FaZe make the play, but it's not enough. OpTic holds strong.
Now just 2 games away from closing out your grand finals. Here we go. King of the Hill on Streets.
I'm sitting on the AR spot on that cafe in Streets King. I have 2 rockets. There's like 5 seconds left. I know that in Halo Infinite, you have
those
to get in the hill
seconds.
to stop
It's
the
so
time.
realistic.
So I know that I'm going to stay far away to the point where I wanted them to run in the hill and I could rocket them. So I rocket one person down on the nades. I think Frosty, I got him weak, and then World 2 is still running. They both still have to run. So I got one weak, and the other guy I would have killed with this one rocket. So he runs into the hill. I shoot the rocket down at his feet, and I believe a nade was thrown by somebody, and the nade deflected my rocket, my second rocket, and made my rocket go somewhere else, go flying, and didn't hit anybody.
Bro, that's
and
crazy.
Then they were able to stay in the hill.
That is insane. That is
And
nuts.
they were able to stay in the hill at the very last second. I felt like shit. I think I have a pretty good mental game, but at the end of that game, I was like, damn, bro. I was like, what? Because I didn't know at the time, I did not know what happened. Nobody knew what happened until we were walking back to the hotel and we saw people tweeting at us saying, this is what happened to your rocket. Because at the time, I thought I was choked. I was like, what did I just do? I thought,
that is
I knew
fucking
that
insane.
If we win that game, we would have won the next game. No problem. We did win that game, no problem. But I know the situation would have been fucking over. I was really hard on myself, but I will give a huge shout out to my teammates, and this is why I love them. They made me feel very comfortable. They didn't make me feel like I made a mistake. They're not like, I don't look to my left and see them shaking their heads at me. They all are looking at me and telling me, don't worry about it. It's not on you. Don't worry about it. That was not your fault. We all saw what happened. Don't worry about it. And that's what they consistently told me.
The best Halo I've ever watched. It's the best Halo I've ever
Game
watched.
7.
We got another game of Halo in front of us. I need you to stand up right now, Charlotte, and make a little bit of noise, because this is a special feeling series right now. OpTic can still close it out, but FaZe have a chance to reset the bracket.
One of the most unforgettable grand finals, undoubtedly, in HCS play is happening before your eyes.
I think both teams were just playing very, very smart. We were trying to bait them in pushes. They were trying to bait us into pushing just around the map and playing around the power weapons. So especially when they have weapons, like you just gotta play it a certain way, and it ended up draining a lot of the clock because like we weren't like just rushing each other. We were just taking our time with every push.
We should play for these guys to push off me, if anything.
Push off you.
Cuts.
I go drive right to him. Let me drive right.
No, somebody said heaven.
They're just gonna wait for spikes. Tom, be careful. They're just gonna wait for spikes to kill you.
As OpTic have a 2-kill advantage, but it's still just completely and utterly on a knife edge.
1 minute left, by the way. This game will not go to 50. Keep an eye on that game timer in the bottom center of your screen.
To get this Stalker Rifle. The Stalker Rifle holds teams back. It makes pushes so difficult as the OpTic fans start to raise their voices in the crowd here.
When it was all said and done, the dust had settled. It was like, you know, a minute left on the clock, and then they only had like 1 push left. We were up 2 kills.
Seconds left. They still have the 2-kill lead. Keep in mind, the pressure
Is that
needs to
Midnight
come
City?
from FaZe Clan. They have 30 seconds left, and they need to go ahead and push.
I'm not saying a word. Cluttering the comms is the worst thing in this moment because everybody needs to hear everything very clearly in these last 7 seconds, right?
APG gets another onto Renegade. Huge. It's only a single kill, but it could be a tournament-winning one. Frosty finds a kill as well, and all of a sudden, FaZe kind of forced to push. Snake by Royal 2! Somehow stay alive. APG gives him a 2-kill advantage once more. Trippy gets another, and OpTic are closing in on a tournament victory, but Renegade comes in with 2 as well.
42-41, 3, 2, 1.
OpTic are your champions.
Dude, this shit goes so off.
I mean, that was like the craziest series we played as a team. Like, that's a really good team. So like to win like that is just like amazing. Thank you guys so much again. You guys are awesome. And glad we got a preview.
It feels good. It feels good. It feels good for people to finally have to give us the credit that we have rightfully deserved for a long time now.
You know, winning in the fashion that we did, when people were doubting us, especially too, people were saying we were in a slump. It felt great, like proving everyone wrong.
In a slump? These are the fucking champions right here.
I mean, yeah, I never expected like 3-peat again.
Wait, that
like,
fucking,
I didn't think it was like possible. But yeah, when you 3-peat, you just know that you're the most dominant force like in the league. So it's a really nice feeling. Like we can 4-peat, we can 5-peat with this team. So I'm just hoping that we can just keep pushing on and see how far we can take it.
It's a blessing, man. It's a very big blessing to have people that still get on every single day and still put maximum effort in after still seeing so much success. Like Matt, he's been playing for a long ass time. He still gets on and tries his ass off. Tommy and Joey are just getting started, and that's what I love about them. These guys are just starting to learn how to win. Like Matt is a seasoned veteran winner. He has been winning. When you're sitting next to Matt and that man is saying some shit, like I'm not gonna say what he says, but he's saying some winning shit. So and then you have Tommy and Joey, they're just learning and soaking it all up, and they're just gonna get better with time.
Well, say some winning shit.
They're just starting to see what it's like to win, and they're learning how to win.
People were saying like we were in a slump for getting second in every tournament online. I'm just like, wait, what? What do you guys mean we're in a slump?
Yeah, that is disrespectful.
Yeah, we just had to prove everyone wrong, and
we're getting second.
You know, we just had to come.
That's how good they are, though.
God, it was crazy series. I'll never forget those 2 series ever. Like it was a battle, literally a titan, just like the Roman war. Like that shit was literally insane. So, Dynasty, I don't really know what. Like, honestly, Matt would know that because he's been on like 8 dynasties.
I don't know. When do they start becoming a dynasty, or are they already a dynasty?
I definitely know that question. But
what do we think?
I mean, like dynasties are like need a lot more time. Like we've only been together for like a year. I think a dynasty needs to be together for like 3 years, you know, and like dominating the whole time. So like I think we're a little ways off from that. I think we're just a really dominant team right now.
Okay.
Who knows?
You heard it from the source himself.
Me going. So I think first off, I think that I am currently
in another year or 2
longest tenured pro player in controller esports next to Clayster. Number 1, I'd say I am experiencing like this. I feel like this is a new breath of fresh air in my career. I'm experiencing so many new things that I feel like the first 10 years of my career just didn't even matter. I feel like 2019 is when I really started like being a winner. to like where I learned so much that I learned so much in 2019 on the Talks team that all I wanted to do was just still play and improve. Like it wasn't like I was getting third or so. I'm like, I'm almost done. I've been playing for a while. It's like I'm learning. I'm still getting better. It's not my hands. It's literally my mind. It's not my hands at all. Like my hands are so good. It's my mind. If my mind isn't sharp and it's still improving, I'm going to improve. So just the feeling of improving. Like when people work out and they see a little bit of gains and they want to keep going. Like when I play, I see myself getting better. I want to keep fucking getting better. I love to just beat people. I love to be the best. I love to earn my success. I pride myself in saying I think I have the best mental game. I would say I think Matt, my teammates obviously, I think Matt is a different breed. But I'd say I think I have a great mental game considering the
What are you guys saying right now?
And where I'm at today. I've been through a lot.
You guys love it.
I was in a car accident in 2016. I wasn't even able to play Halo back then. I had nine stitches in my mouth. My mouth was sewed shut. I had to stop playing Halo. In that time, I had to literally step back from my team. Was grateful enough to randomly get on OpTic because one of the teammates left and I had to play. I was forced to play. Had a severe concussion. Doctor told me not to play, but I had to force myself. Certain shit like that, when I look back on it and I think like where I've come from back when I literally physically was told not to play Halo to now I'm on a 3-peat and still fucking getting better. And I love everything I do. I wake up and I'm just happy. I'm genuinely happy. So it's just my mindset. I'd say my mindset is just each day improving, and I'm very grateful to do what I do. All right, that's good.
What a fucking beast of a human, bro. Wow.
Bro, nah, Brad's a goat, bro.
Wow.
Brad was motivating me.
You know what I mean?
That was fucking incredible.